over there. But what's going on, you guys? Me, Arekkusu TM, and today's live stream I'm going to be doing my experience with shit, what was it? It's what the title says. It's Crash Bandicoot, Mind Over Mutant, and Crash of the Titans DS. Go ahead, bud. I decided, fuck it, let me just talk about these games for a bit so I can be like playing Frontiers or whatever the fuck the following day and don't have to worry about posting a video, so. Alright, nice. Alright, we're going to be talking about these two games, and it's going to be a little different since I'm not at the Louis' desk, but I am going to use this. My Switch! I'm going to use both of these since I can't watch my stream. Watch the stream right here. So, it's going to be a little bit. Give me a minute. So, these two games, not a lot of people talk about, like, because everyone knows, like, Crash Mind Over Mutants and Crash of the Titans. Well, I'm starting with Crash Titans first, because that's the game I actually played. Mind Over Mutant on DS was just really, and I mean really unbearable as a game. I'm not even going to cap. It's unbearable. I wouldn't even suggest playing Mind Over Mutant on DS. It's like a 2D side-scrolling joint. I don't know. I like my 2D platformers and shit, but it's not a good one. It's really not a good platform. I'm gonna be straight. So it's just kind of weird now that I'm finally talking about these games. I'm talking about the DS versions, by the way. Like the title says, I'm talking about the DS one. So Crash Bandicoot, Crash of the Titans, and Crash Bandicoot Mind Over Mutants, they have been released on the Nintendo Wii, 360, I think PlayStation 3 as well. And they had, like, obviously Nintendo DS versions of said thing. Holy shit, that's crazy how far my YouTube is. My bad. I'm just so off by all this right now. I'm usually in a different spot. So, usually I show, like, the intro to kind of start these things off, but I kind of want to go back to being old school for this video. You know, and just been like, you know what? Why not talk about Crash again? Luke looks like he's going to rob someone with that hoodie. Yeah, you do. I can see it. But anyways, and my brain has just been so scattered brain. But anyways, so background of this game. Crash of the Titans is a 2007 platform / beat 'em up video game developed by Radical Entertainment and published by Vivinel Games for PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, Wii, 360, the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, it also was on the Game Boy Advance, but I'm not going to play that version. And Nintendo DS, which I only played the DS version so far. But anyways, this is going to be like my personal history with the game, to be honest. My personal history with Crash of the Titans. The reason why I never discussed about this game or played it for the channel is because I played the PSP version and I got bored of the game extremely quickly because the game doesn't play like your traditional Crash Bandicoot game, aka Crash 1, Crash 2, Crash 3, or Crash 4. And the combat got really repetitive really quick. So you guys can, like, kind of grasp how I feel about that shit, about combat. Like, if you're going to make a platform, like, centered around combat, you got to make it entertaining. You got to make it not super bare bones and repetitive, because if you do that, not a lot of people are going to continue playing your game. I'm going to be straight. And the story, honestly, I don't give a fuck. Crash of the Titans story I never really cared about, so which is why I never written down. You know, because I was literally just thinking about it just now, and I was like, dude, the intro is just so fucking bad. Or it's not bad, but I mean, it's okay game, okay? It's just confused. It's just, this game is weird. Okay, anyways, the graphics for the DS version look pretty good for a DS game. If you've seen what the game looks like, it's just, I don't know how to. It's good, okay? I don't like dissing graphics. I don't care what people say. It's just graphics are just graphics. Yeah, I'm awkward this time around. I'd love to watch this with you and hang out because I have nothing to do today besides work, and unfortunately I have to go to work right now. So best of luck on the stream, amigo. I'll be on tonight if you get on. All right, I'll see you later, Nick. Thanks for stopping by. But number 2, Lex Lang is such a good Cortex. Like, if you don't know, the current Cortex that voices Cortex nowadays is Lex Lang, and he's been voicing Cortex for a very long time nowadays. After the original trilogy, I think kind of Lex Lang kind of took over. He's been the voice of Cortex in Insane Trilogy. I don't know about CTR, but like he's just a good, really good Lex Lang. I love his Cortex voice, man. I really do. I love his voice a lot. Number 3, I like how this game is fully voice acted, and usually DS games just have a lot of text boxes. This is true. So when you're playing Crash Bandicoot, Crash of the Titans, Crash of the Titans, the game is fully voice acted, like meaning, hey, you did this. Like you can read the dialogue or just listen to the characters speak the said lines in their dialogue. And I thought that was really cool because usually DS games have voice clips or just straight up text boxes for most of their games. So we don't get full voice acting. So that I can give Crash of the Titans DS like that to it. Like it actually has full on voice acting for all of the characters and stuff, even if it is just little grunts from like Crash, obviously, since he doesn't really speak. Number 4, Wampa Village slider level. Wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty fun. Just gonna breeze right through it. Number 5, Wampa Village regular level. It's pretty decent. I'm surprised it felt more like a Crash Bandicoot level, more than its console counterpart, even though it's long as hell. So, for example, what I mean by that is like, in this version of Crash of the Titans compared to the console version basically, the platforming, it was there, but like, it didn't feel as Crash Bandicoot as I like it to be, because when I'm playing Crash, y'all know, I want the usual Crash Bandicoot gameplay. I want Crash to be Crash, pretty much. And I was literally just thinking, like, they actually made the level feel more Crash Bandicoot than the PSP version / console versions, which I found strange. Number 6, this one's retarded. I'm not gonna lie. And I know, like, Crash, but this is not cool, in my opinion. I just thought of this as pretty immature and aged poorly. Crash farting after doing a double jump sometimes is very annoying, or times it's just cringe. So basically, whenever Crash does a double jump in this game, I'm not kidding, like, he will, like, fart after a double jump, and just saying that shit out loud just makes me cringe, because now you might be thinking, Alex, don't you like another character who farts too, like Wario, for example? Yeah, but it's in his nature to be disgusting and gross, okay? But like Crash doing that type of stuff, that's weird, okay? And I've played the original games and shit, and Crash never did that type of shit in the originals. He literally only does stupid shit like that here, and I wonder why, like, they really added Crash farting in the game. It's sometimes after a double jump. It's very annoying. And I just remember how bothersome it became after a little bit of point in time. My stream's doing okay, I guess. Sorry, my brain is just all over the place. Still all over the place. Just trying to gather up things. 7, I love and hate the upgrading my moves, because Coco always says whenever you choose what you want to upgrade, whenever she says, whatever you choose you want to upgrade, then adds, are you sure Jacked Health, Defense, Slide, or Flick upgraded, but I like because you get all sorts of cool upgrades. But what I mean by this is like, I love and hate upgrading my moves, because every single time I upgrade my moves in the game, Coco says, are you sure? And a little thing will come up saying, are you sure you want to upgrade this and all that every time. And then she has like only few lines of dialogue in the game that just repeat all the time. Like, Crash, come over here, get some upgrades. Or want to spend some mojo, Crash? I remember me and Louie were really annoyed at that one. What is it? Attack upgrades allows Crash to cause more damage or get new moves with different button combinations. Health upgrade allows Crash overall health matter to increase, meaning you have more HP, obviously. Flick upgrade allows Arekkusu to have more range when taking over a Titan. Jacked upgrade helps Crash get the Titan to get jacked a bit faster. Defense upgrade allows Crash to defense to be better than before. Which are really basic upgrades. And like I said, Crash of the Titans is a very, very weak, like bare bones, action-y, mechanic-y game, okay? It's nowhere near like Ninja Gaiden, okay, good in terms of combat, or like actual beat 'em up games where that's your whole objective, you know? Fuck. It's just really, anyways. Number 8, having the Crash spin and the Crash hover spin is pretty nice to have. It makes this game feel even more like a regular Crash Bandicoot game, which I do like that feeling that this game is, like the DS version of Crash of the Titans is genuinely trying to make you feel like it's Crash Bandicoot, okay? Like, they're not just throwing Crash in a new design, a new world, go fucking deal with it. It's like, we want to try and make this, like, new Crash, so, like, the developers aren't on our dick, but we're also going to try and make this feel like Crash for players that kind of feel alienated by these new designs and all that other sort of stuff. So we're going to give them things to make them feel more like it's a traditional Crash game in a sense. Number 9, I love how this game has bonuses just like a normal Crash game does. Thank Toes for adding that. So Toes are the people who developed the DS version of this game and the previous game. And, or this game and the next game we're going to talk about, which it's not going to be that long of a segment, to be straight up honest. And this stream won't be that long either. Because I plan not to just talk about this game too much. This probably could have been in a short, I don't fucking know. But like a minute or two spent talking about this shit. But it's okay. Wampa Jungle regular level. This level was pretty alright. It's pretty much the same run forward, bash enemies big and small, and that's it. Nothing too crazy, to be straight up honest with you guys with. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Number 11, I like Crash's idle animation as him playing a Nintendo DS. A lot of characters that are on the Nintendo DS actually like have idle animations revolving around the DS console, which I think is pretty cool. 12, the Blue Fire Slide is a pretty cool slide ability upgrade. The reason why I have so many, if not all of the Crash abilities at the beginning of the game, because I use cheats, and it's making the game for me a breeze to get through and more enjoyable overall, to be honest with y'all. So, for example, this game was fucking boring to me. I remember Crash of the Titans at first, because I just kind of wasn't having it with this game, and I just wanted to put cheats to make it fun. I just decided, hey, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just cheat code, like, to have infinite mojo so I can get all the abilities off rip, and so I don't have to really care about this game very much. And honestly, to be honest with you, I really don't remember this game much. Thank God I have my notes here. Otherwise, I wouldn't remember this Crash Bandicoot game much at all. But that's not to say, like, okay, it is kind of to say I kind of don't like this a little bit. Okay, leave me alone. I'm trying here. Fuck. Anyways, number 13. Wampa Jungle event steering. Not gonna lie, the controls for the steering were all touch-based, and it wasn't that bad. I got the gem. I got the gem for the event, which is awesome, which is pretty cool. I think it's pretty nice that we got that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Here we go. In the first boss battle in the game, so... welcome, Josh. How you doing, bro? Crash it up? Oh, God. So, okay, I might just show the Dingo Dial boss in this game. I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it to you guys. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to show it. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of it now, and I'm like, what the fuck? My search was off. Okay. Dingodile. The fuck? Yes. So, in Crash of the Titans DS, I'm going to show you right now.
A record 300 Americans are dying every day from drug overdoses. Many are children.
I guess he's doing the slide. What the fuck is this, man? I don't want a whole playthrough. I just want a boss. Fucking hell.
Crash knows I'm up to something, so we need to make... What have I got? What have I got?
Here's the Dingodile boss.
G'day, Crash. I know what you're thinking. Oh, look, it's Dingodile again. Same old, same old. Well, mate, I have a shiny new gun, and I'm tougher than ever.
Yeah, he has a water gun, okay? Like, the whole thing with Dingodile is he's supposed to have, like, a flamethrower gun. Yeah, I can't with this shit. I'm sorry, I can't with this shit. This game is so mediocre, dude. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about it, and I'm like, this game is mediocre at best, okay? I'm sorry. You got a sticker on the back of your Switch? Yeah, kinda. It's like, it was like the price of it, but it didn't actually, like, rip off all the way. So I kind of, like, have to kind of just leave it like that. That's kind of how it is. But anyways, Dingodile boss, his voice is definitely different from Crash Bandicoot Warp Insane Trilogy version and the original version too. Same with Crash 4, it's about time. It's more high-pitched. Not sure if I like it now. The boss itself was kind of easy. I assumed he was like Crash Warp with flamethrower. I mean, with a flamethrower, I mean water gun. But you take the Shark Titan or whatever and spray him with water 3 times. And he has 3 phases, meaning you need to spray him 6 times in order to beat him. Well, no, actually, it's 8 times. You need to spray him 8 times. Oh, why is it mediocre? Dude, the game itself is just so bare bones and almost anything it tries to do that it's just, I mean, I get it. It's on DS. It's supposed to be, like, not as good as a console game by default. But, like, on the same console, you have Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. You have Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Mario Kart DS, those are all great games. Sonic Colors on the same console, which is a fantastic game, by the way. You know, you have games like that, and then it's just shit like this. I'm sorry, it's just, when I look at it. Number 15, it's just, Dingodile was just off, okay? I didn't like Dingodile in this game compared to before. Dingodile was just, Alright, I know, you're probably thinking, like, Jesus Christ, like, why the fuck, Dingodile? You talk so highly about Crash 4, it's like, yeah, no. Even for probably the next Crash Bandicoot video, because I'm doing another Crash Bandicoot, my experience after this. Not in the same day, but, like, the next video will also be about Crash, but I'm talking about the GBA games, like the GBA trilogy he kind of had. Yo, what's good? Oh, Machine Killer 30's not in the stream anymore. My boy Nick, he's not in the stream anymore. He had to go to work. But we're going to be talking probably later tonight. We probably all are. So I'm hopefully, but Louis might not be here for it because he has work. But anyways, so playing Nina Cortex is actually really cool. Even though her blaster has shit range and her whole level is turning animals into mutants, which is pretty rad. And her whole thing is she doesn't want to be one of Cortex's henchmen. So she's going to have her own plan, which is pretty cool. How she isn't just following Cortex orders blindly. She wants to do her own thing. She's doing it, but like she's doing it to kind of double cross Cortex, which I kind of thought Oh, that's Nick? Yeah, Machine Killer 30 is Nick. 16. I was so confused on how Crash uses his boat to get to other islands because I was searching on how to do it. But the game told me to draw a line to island you want to travel to. And I was like, oh shit, that's kind of cool. So basically, whenever you want to travel to a new world in this game, you basically have to draw it out on a map. So, where the fuck is a pen? And the DS, this is on DS, they make you, the whole gimmick with the DS, for some of it, if you remember correctly. Okay, I'm gonna use a pencil, since these pens aren't shit. Paper. Oh yeah, found some. Found some paper and a pen. So basically, the DS's gimmick is sometimes they want you to use the touchscreen to do control. So, I'm surprised sitting at your desk. Yeah, this episode's pretty classic. So that's what we're doing today. So basically, when you want to draw a map, they literally want you to draw a line to said location. I don't know if you guys can even see the fucking line. You guys just can see all the drawings. You guys cannot see that fucking line. Give me a second. So like, Crash of the Titans, they want you to straight up draw a line. So pretend I'm at this island, right? They want you to literally take your finger or the little stylus that comes with the DS, and they want you to draw a little line so Crash's boat can go there. And I thought you had to control the fucking boat manually, like, what is it? Like, I thought you had to control the boat using the control. So I was sitting there like a fucking retard. Like, why the fuck is my boat not moving? Do I blow into the fucking DS mic? A, B, Y, X, start, minus, D-pad. And then it wasn't doing anything. So then they told me draw a line to amass to the next island. And I was like, wow, I really am stupid for that. Moving on. Anyways, number 17, Engine's Factory, like regular level. The reason why I'm saying Engine's Factory regular level and then event is because, bro, that just reminds me of Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, the whole game. Yep, I remember. I didn't even bother playing that one. I was thinking about playing that Zelda game actually, Renee, like I actually think I tried it. And then I saw that it was all touchpad and I was like, the door. I'm sorry, but nope, I'm not playing a game like that. That shit. Like, you already know how I feel about like Rayman Adventures. Like, come on, man. But anyways, the reason why I say regular level and event level is because this game works by 2-level structure. So you have a regular platforming beat 'em up level, and then you have an event where you're rolling, you're swimming around, you're doing some type of sort of side shit. But they put it as 2 joints, 2 separate shits before you fight the boss. So technically you're only doing 3 levels an island, and that's about that. The game is not long at all, actually. It only takes probably an hour or 2 to beat, which I didn't take me that long to beat this game. But anyways, the regular level for Engine's Factory. This level is pretty cool factory level. Wish they did some more original with the level area. Instead of a factory, they could have done a castle level or a cloud based on imagination. It's a good game, but it's better if it wasn't a touchpad joint. Yeah, definitely would have been better. But yeah, like, I kind of felt like, you know, Crash always does castles or factory levels by this point. And I should know, I've played all of them. I mean, Crash 1 had factories. Crash 2 had a factory in space / space station. You know, it's like Crash 3 kind of had a station or whatever. But you get my point, right? Like, it was like kind of an old trope for me. So I kind of wanted them to do something a little bit more original, you know, like a cloud level, like Donkey Kong Land did, you know, the first game of that. And I'm surprised I still remember some of that shit. Hey, thank the fucking, thank the video. Thank the fucking video. Anyways, number 18, the Engine Factory event roller. This level was pretty much Super Mario Galaxy's ball rolling level, but I had far more control over the ball, which made this level so much fun. And I was getting a little mad that I wasn't getting the boxes each time, but I eventually got it, so it's like whatever. So if you guys remember Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2's little roller levels where the Wiimote was your pointer shit, well, instead of that, on the DS, when they want to make you what they want to do, they want you to roll the ball in this little sphere-like touchpad joint, and you're using your finger to kind of control the ball. That might be just as bad or worse But I enjoyed the first ball roller level, but here's where the kicker comes in. A lot of these levels sort of repeat themselves. Like the events start repeating themselves after a little bit, and we're almost done with this shit. So you don't have to deal with this shit very long. All right, I'm going to be talking about 2 whole ass games here. So yeah, all that. So 2 games in one today. It's God, fuck, dude. Like I want to that what I showed you about the Dingle Dow. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. Look at Louis. All right, look at that nigga over there. He's watching Batman or something. I don't fucking know. Anyways, number 19. Insanity Jungle regular level. This level was long as hell. I was beating up so many new bad guys. Some were really freaking strong, but seriously, the level felt dragged out because of that. Y'all don't want dragged out shit in your garbage. All right. I'm gonna be honest. With you. I'm gonna say Nina's gameplay right now. Whenever you play Nina, all you fucking do is change animals into mutants the whole way through. So you're not only playing Crash, but you're playing Crash that has whatever gameplay he does, and you have Nina that does the same shit 5 times the entire game. So love that shit, right? Number 20, Insanity Jungle Slider Event. Not bad level, but I was kind of mad I couldn't collect all the boxes, but whatever. Who gives a fuck, right? Alright, now let's show you the engine boss, okay? I don't give a shit. Sorry if I sound like so off. Like in comparison to like... Is this engine right here? No, that's not engine. Why are you not showing the bosses, you fuck? Oh, because I clicked the wrong fucking video! That's why. My bad. Okay, so here's Engine's boss battle, okay? I want to show you guys this.
Think about it, Engine.
You can't be serious. You can't change the essential evil plot like that. You're not even on the letterhead.
Also, their comedy is pretty dated, too.
You've made a terrible mess of my factory. Or maybe that was the mutants. No matter. I'm going to clean this place up with you.
His boss fight was so trash. Yeah, this is Engine, guys. This is the best game ever made. Wait, Louis, how are you watching the Batman? On YouTube? Yep. You guys can tell, like, I was desperate as fuck to play more Crash, because there was nothing. Like, this is the whole boss fight right here, man. And it's like, it just continues to drag out more and more and more. And I remember, what's up, Lucy? How you doing? It just kept dragging out more and more and more and more and more with that boss fight. And I can't with that. I already mentioned the graphics. Entrampet Temple. The level in itself was just fine. It's just your usual repetitive beat 'em up platform level. Notice how I said repetitive. It's because this game really did get repetitive after, like, this stage. And I remember I was like, dude, I'm just going in all these regular platforming-based levels doing the exact same shit. At least with the original Crash games, sure, I was doing the same platforming level after level, but they were making me go off different terrain each and every single time. And the only time they would bring the same terrain back was for a level in that said area. That's the only similarities. But even then, they change it up enough to make it feel not this complete same, which this game fails to do, by the way, with its platforming levels. They throw you in there. You run forward all the time. You beat up guys, run forward. They lock a door, beat up bad guys, and just continue. I'm not kidding. This is literally how the game functions, okay? But with a mix of small Crash Bandicoot elements like breaking some boxes, using Crash's abilities like the spin here and there, and it's just shit. I'm not even gonna talk about the shits anymore, okay? I don't give a shit. Alright. Tiny's evacuation. It's just a normal level. Don't care. No one cares, right? No one cares about the levels anymore. 29. Some of the Titan sound effects are way too loud in this game, which, like, basically they will start ear raping, and I'm always sitting there like, man, this shit sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, this boss. Not this boss, but yeah, your audio is a bit too loud, buddy. I don't think it should be that loud. And it's not even my tablet's fault or anything. It's literally just things. Look. Anyways, number 30. I like how there's 4 gems a level. Level 1 for breaking all the gems a level. 1 for breaking all the boxes. 1 for collecting all the mojo in the level. 1 for collecting each of the 4 different tiki masks, and which I just kind of liked how there was different shits, which kind of remind me of Crash 4 system where they would have multiple gems a joint. So it'd be weird. Tiny's evacuation event slider. It's basically your typical animal riding level from like Crash 1, but the only difference is with the touch controls, and no one likes touch controls, okay? Sorry if I sound so fucking lifeless. It's just that I'm realizing how lifeless this game actually is. Playing it I found fun, but talking about it, it's fucking boring. Alright, look. Let me show you the tiny boss.
For my excavation! Did it pump you up? I'm pumped! That girl came by. She didn't want to work out. I'm not sure what she wanted, but she messed up my groove. Since you're here now, we're gonna play Smash the Bandicoot!
Yeah, and his whole boss is based around you sliding into him. Like him bumping into you, / you need to bump into him. I'm not joking, they made Tiny into another brute character to this. Yeah, remember when I said this game was good? It's okay at best. Oh yeah, and he does his Crash dance, unlike Crash 4. Even if it's an own little weird little version thing. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm just so fucking done, man. But I was like, first of all, his voice is so awful, it's so high-pitched, it's like... And another thing is I'm fighting a Tiny on a ball using that very same ball gimmick, which is pretty wonky if you ask me. And if Tiny pushes you off the stage, I'll say, if Tiny pushes you off stage, he says, I guess I'll get my own series now, which is a little funny, but damn, Tiny pushes me off so many times. And also, every time you get pushed off, you have to restart the entire boss fight. So let's say this, you're super close to beating him. If you get pushed off in any sort of way, you're done. Ain't happening. Yeah, that's why I was kind of like, nah on this game. Just nah. 33, Nina segment, I don't give a shit. It's just the same shit, but like more animals. 34, the pinball-like minigame is kind of cool to play. It was kind of cool to play the pinball minigame that they have in the game there. Well, not pinball, but it was like a slot machine type of thing. It's confusing, okay? Shut up, leave me alone. Insanity Highlands regular level. This level was tougher a bit of it, because of this Titan that damaged me too much, even at max, which is crazy. Still fun, but which is insane, by the way.
For me?
Yeah, I don't know how this game even, like, continued. Let's just not give a fuck about any of the levels, right? So, 37, Cortex's layer regular level, right? Exploring through Cortex's layers are always fun to mess around in, but for the final place, it's kind of basic, to be honest. Like, it really is. Like, it's just a basic evil layer that you've seen in, like, every game. Dude, if I wanted to see a basic layer, I would have fucking walked away or something. 38. I hate missing the crystal that clears the stage because if I miss it, I won't progress, which makes me have to go back to whatever level I missed it in. It's a pain in the ass. Crash 2 also had this issue, but the crystals were like always on the main path, which is why hence I don't bring it up. But in this game, they actually put the crystals not in super obvious places, at least to my knowledge. I can't remember. Because I remember sometimes crystals will actually be hidden, and you actually have to search a bit for them. But in Crash 2 and 3, it wasn't like that at all. Like, you earned crystals in the racing levels in Crash 3, you earned them by getting first place. In platforming stages in Crash 2 and 3, you just get them on the main path, somewhere in the level. So that's why I never made that a common complaint, or complained about that in that set of it in the Insane Trilogy video than here. Because here, I'm gonna be complaining about it. 39, the Crash dance in this game. Crash does his dance when he beats a level or a boss battle. It's so cool seeing it because he never did it right in Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. And he does a completely different dance in the console version, which I'm like, why? But again, it's amazing seeing it here. So you guys know me. I've always been a fan of Crash celebrating after a level by doing his iconic Crash Bandicoot dance. And seeing Crash 4 not have that, I made a big complaint in that video. You can go watch that. It's just that here, in this version, he actually does something similar. Like, it's similar to the original, but, like, not completely the original. They tried to stay true to Crash the original. You can tell in this game that they really tried to keep Crash as himself in this game and not be a completely different nigga. You know, it's just, that's the whole thing. Cortex is evil layer rail grind. What makes this rail grind level cool is that there's some electrical fence like shits that will hop and one tap you, so you gotta watch out for that. Blah 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 other shit. All other sort of shit. Damn, where'd everyone go, man? Good, everyone. Bye bye. I'm just kidding. Yo, who's still in the stream? Damn. Or no, not who's still in the stream. Damn, but who's still in the stream? I want to know. Thank you for staying. Even though this game's boring as fuck, and I don't have any enthusiasm. Sorry. Oh yeah, I forgot. Nina has a boss battle.
With the fuel gathered by Tiny at the
Robot is hard to miss, but it's not evil enough. We should do something really, really evil.
But my giant robot is an excellent dancer. Everyone will bow before its dance of power.
I don't want to hear about the robot anymore. I'm taking over the evil empire. You're too soft. Engine and Tiny are both with me.
Say what? No, this is ridiculous. You can't take over. Please, you're my niece.
Well, at least I'm keeping it in the family. And I have the Mutato Ray Gun 3000. Nyeh. Blast! He got away! Crash, you're just in time. I'll defeat you and put my evil plan into motion. With you out of the way, there'll be nothing to stop my evil takeover. Victory will be mine.
Oh, man, I was really desperate, man. This is why they need to make Crash games, like, continuously, man. I swear to God, they need a Crash game to come out on consoles, like, not just Crash 4, but like little... Now, Nina's boss fight was actually kind of cool compared to like other characters in this game, but... I'm just surprised I'm still doing this video, and I'm surprised this one's 40 minutes long. And the music's actually pretty okay. I'll put the OSTs, even though I didn't put the OSTs in the description, but I'll still do it anyways. Because that's what I normally do anyways. And I'll add video chapters for people that want to watch the chapters for the game. Yeah, but I'm gonna say this. Y'all pretty much get this boss fight in a nutshell, right? Okay, then we have the final one, which Nina... God. But anyways, like I said, Nina's boss fight wasn't bad. I'm gonna be honest. Nina's boss fight was actually... kind of chill. Like, I liked her boss fight. She genuinely, she actually, even though the strategy was super easy to take her down, I actually had somewhat fun fighting her compared to, other bosses in this game, which kind of made me feel like this is mediocre, they're mediocre, and not worth a lot of my time, to be honest. The Cortex bot. Nina and Crash don't want the Cortex bot in the way, so they team up, and the level itself is pretty alright. It's a usual beat-em-up platforming stage, but with a twist. You get to play Crash's portion of the stage and Nina's portion of the stage, and we finally get to Cortex himself. Well, I can't take, you know, blah, 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 yeah, dialogue, all that other sort of stuff. Final boss battle with Cortex. Alright, I'm just gonna get to the end of this shit, because I know next week's episode's gonna be better. It's about the GBA games, but I still feel kind of the same about them. That's a fucking dude, I don't care about.
Oh, you did it, Nina! You defeated Crash Bandicoot! Oh. None of my other henchmen have ever been able to do that. Not too shabby.
It's hench person, and I'm tired of being one. I did not go to Evil Technical College to be a flunky. You're not evil enough to be my superior, Ugh. I'm taking over, and I'll use this mutato ray gun to do it.
Yeah, so this boss you get to play as Nina and Crash. Somewhat, or just Nina, I can't remember. I don't care either way. But you get a cool boss fight.
This is not what I wanted to happen. Oh, I'm out of here.
So, but basically the end of the game is pretty much Cortex loses, Nina and Crash like have this rivalry going on, which never went anywhere because, you know, the next game's just shit. But anyways, I thought the final level, at least for the final level / final boss, was actually pretty decent. It was actually worth my fucking time doing. And, you know, the final boss didn't feel like complete shit. Sure, it's It was quick for me since I had all the cheats activated and all that other sort of shit, but, you know, whatever. That's Crash Bandicoot thing. Let me get my final thoughts on Crash Bandicoot, Crash of the Titans Nintendo DS version out of the way. So I need to show you guys the Mind Over Mutant DS. This game is like, you think this one, okay. If you put me in a room, I would play the Nintendo DS version of Crash of the Titans all day over Mind Over Mutant, man. All day. Oh god. No, I didn't want Crash of, I wanted... No. Give you a minute. Let me just type this shit in, because I really gotta show you guys this shitty gameplay, man. Alright, DS. Yeah, no, this game, I'm sorry, just the gameplay, man. I'm gonna flip out once you see the gameplay, man. I'm gonna flip my shit. Final thoughts on Crash of the Titans for Nintendo DS. This game surprised me in some aspects, like having bonus rooms, gems, level design that actually tries to attempts to be more like a normal Crash Bandicoot level, which is awesome. And the beat 'em up was fun for a bit, but then got very repetitive, and I skipped a lot of combat near the end of the game / middle of the game. I didn't need to battle unless I couldn't progress, because I have to beat up all the enemies in said area to unlock the door, which is kind of annoying because that would come up a lot in this game, and this game is pretty short, all things considered, and I'm surprised they didn't put some type of time trials in this game. Anyways, this game I thought the beginning to end was going to be hot garbage, but it actually was a decent, it was decent / alright game. I recommend this version of the game. I recommend this version of the game over console because it feels more like Crash, even if the design form is iffy. Anyways, I beat Crash of the Titans DS July 24th of 2022. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna play this game again. I'm not gonna play Crash of the Titans DS again. It's just that when I play Crash, I want to play Crash, okay? This game tried its best, and I'm not disrespecting their efforts in making it not Crash, but this game is just, what is it? Like, the game is just so meh, man. You know, and it's just, I was just thinking about that, and I was kind of sad that this game, for the most part, was pretty average. And I wish it was better. Matter of fact, I actually wish what they should have done was just make a platforming game in general for Crash on the DS. I would have preferred that. Like, I remember they were actually going to make a game for DS called Crash Bandicoot Crash Landed. Oh no, Origami King is leagues better than this game. I'm gonna be straight up honest. Origami King is better, but like, I don't know. They're both not games I'm gonna definitely not come back to. But I mean, this one just has more jank / it's just mediocre. At least, okay. Here's all I'm gonna say. If you put me in a room and you're comparing me with those games, Origami King at least had some good moments to it, at least made me genuinely love the game in some moments. With this game, I mean, I liked some moments, especially the more Crash Bandicoot platforming aspects, but like a lot of this game was just beat up enemy because door locked and you have to do that. And I remember that was a big thing with this game, and I just didn't like it. The fully voice acted cutscenes were cool, but the only one I really gave a fuck about was Lex Lang. And Lex Lang, obviously, he does a really good Cortex, so I loved his voice lines. I loved his work by default. But anyways, this game is just nuts. not average. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's a decent game, but I would say it's just average. Like, actually, a little bit less than average. It's less than average. It's okay. It's an okay game to play. I would rather just give you Crash. I have more fun with Crash Bandicoot Warped than this game, and I don't like Crash Bandicoot Warped that much in comparison. But let's get out of here. Let's finally talk about Crash Bandicoot Mind Over Mutant. This piece of shit. Crash Bandicoot Mind Over Mutant. I won't lie to you guys. I didn't last long on this game at all. Man, I didn't even pass the first level. This game, it's trash. Straight garbage. Oh my god. I'm just surprised people play this shit. Can I not spell level, please? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, they got rid of, like... This is what the game is. Okay, so I wanted to show you a bit of gameplay for a second and why I despise this garbage-ass game. Okay, so background. Crash Mind Over Mutant is a platform game developed by Radical Entertainment for PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, Wii, Xbox 360, and the Nintendo DS, and obviously on Game Boy Advance. The Nintendo DS version was developed by Toes. My history with Crash Bandicoot Mind Over Mutant. I didn't give this game the light of day for multiple reasons. If I thought Crash of the Titans was boring, this game straight up sucks dick every time I attempt to play this game. I get fucking sick to my stomach. The story, I don't give a shit. The story, I don't care. Like, we're not even going to talk about the story of this game. Fuck that shit. So, basically, number one, the game already gave me really bad impressions right off the bat. Number one, the title screen this time around isn't Crash ready for you to play the game. It's just a title screen that you sit idle for a bit. Cortex will laugh at you or some shit. Like, literally, the opening of the game I just showed you for a smidge, like for a little bit, was literally Crash coming on the screen, the logo with him, like just idle animation, just him drawn there and everybody in the background. Like, it was nothing compared to the first game. Like, the first game generally had an intro that actually had a little bit of love put into it. It actually reminds me of Crash Bandicoot 1, actually, which I don't know if I'll show, but like it legit had Crash Bandicoot 1 vibes in it. And I remember I was like, what is going on? Like, and you can tell, like, literally all the development from the previous game just did not fucking happen. Like, with this game. I'm not even gonna give y'all the benefit of the doubt. That's all the gameplay I'm showing for this fucking monstrosity of this shit. Like, this game is so garbage. I would rather go, oh man. This game for sure, like, oh god. But like I said, Origami King better than the other shit. But still, like, I'm not playing that shit again. Anyways, number two, but anyways, let me read Josh's comment. I keep forgetting. If you remove the Joy-Cons from the system, the Switch battery lasts longer. I just noticed this week while using it. Hey, that's what's up. Origami King over again or better than Origami King? 6 out of 10? I would actually say less than 6 out of 10 on the previous game and the game afterward. Like, if you want me to be straight up, like, these games are bad. Just put them in the bin. They're like, Crash of the Titans, I will at least give a 4.5 to maybe a 5 if I'm generous out of 10. And then Mind Over Mutant is straight up 2 out of 10. Trash. I don't want to play that shit. But anyways, number 2. This game, unlike its predecessor, isn't fully voice acted, which kind of makes me sad. That's the one thing I really loved about Crash of the Titans DS. It actually had voice acting. Like, oh my god. Like, the voice acting was actually there. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. And I always wondered, like, why in the fuck? Like, you know, it's so bad, man. It's so bad. Number 3, the map theme is pretty groovy. I'm not gonna cap. Like the music in this game is actually kind of groovy. I actually fucks with it a little bit. Like, it's that groovy. Like a little bit. That's literally all I can recommend is like the fucking maybe the music. But like, other than that, I don't know if I recommend the music over anything we played previously. I mean, it's still a little bit of a bop, but like compared to like Tension Rising, Sticker Bush Symphony, you know, like all Crash Bandicoot 1, 2 music is just not there. It's really not there. This game is barely holding on. Number 4, this game isn't a 3D platform like its predecessor, instead of a 2.5D beat-em-up game, which took my immersion right out of the gate. It's not that I hate 2.5D Crash Bandicoot games. Don't get it twisted. I like that shit. But, like, if your previous game is going to be 3D, fully voice-acted, all this other stuff, I completely expect all that shit, but a little bit better, or maybe just, like, slightly, or maybe just completely better than the first game. That's like taking Crash Bandicoot 1 and making Crash Bandicoot 2 a complete 2D side-scroller. Like, you made Crash 1 a 3D adventure, but Crash Bandicoot 2 is a 2D side-scroller, and then Crash 3 is a 16-bit game. That's literally how I felt. I literally felt, like, betrayed in a way. Like, it was disgusting. I didn't even know how to fucking feel about it. It was just not good. And yes, Crash Bandicoot does have a lot of 2.5D gameplay even in his original games, but at least those have some fucking, I don't know, just have some oomph to them. At least I give a shit. Like, with this game, it just threw me off completely how the gameplay just completely changed and all this other sort of stuff. And it's just the money in this game is just not there. Like, the passion, I just felt the whole soul just got sucked out of it, and they just had to make, like, they spent most of their money on the first game, and then this game is just what scrap they had left to even make a game. That's literally how this game feels. Number 5, Crash Bandicoot can spin off the bat in this game, but he gets dizzy, and I hate this game. You guys know in the console version of Mind Over Mutant, Crash of the Titans, Crash gets dizzy after spinning. Well, they bring that back in this game, and I remember how much that bothered me then, and it still bothers me now. Crash has been spinning since the beginning, and he never gets fucking dizzy, okay? That is just a stupid, weird mechanic to have in your game. I don't like it. I hate it. It's just garbage. I can't. Anyways, my final thoughts on Crash Mind Over Mutant Nintendo DS. Look, what I saw with this fucking game made me really disappointed, because you actually had a decent / okay sequel, aka Crash of the Titans DS, which was 3D and kept what made Crash somewhat and added beat 'em up elements. How did you go to a 2.5D beat 'em up platform that feels completely soulless in comparison? Dude, Crash Bandicoot 2 Entrance and Crash Bandicoot Huge Adventure do a way better job at being Crash games. And they're alright Crash games to me. And those games are on weaker hardware. I swear, I'll never give this game another try. And literally, this game has no excuse. This game is on stronger hardware. It's on the DS. It's stronger than the Game Boy Advance by a fuck ton. It can run Super Mario 64 DS, for fuck's sake. If the DS can run that, then this game has no excuse for being trash. I'm gonna be straight up honest. If you were gonna make Crash Mind Over Mutants on the DS, you should have just done what you did in the first game, but better and more, even more like Crash than that game was. Not a complete regression. Matter of fact, you could have switched these games even. You could have put the first game as the trash one and the second one as the good one, but like then who would even be fucking playing it at that point, you know? It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. I am sitting here and I attempted that game July 27th, 2022, and it was just fucking trash. I don't recommend this game at all. I really don't. I don't even recommend, and I might talk about the console version / PSP version someday, whatever, in the future or something. That's the only time I'm going to be coming back to garbage like that. But I suggest this, and I really mean this. Just don't waste your time with this game. Matter of fact, Sonic Forces was a better time than this Crash Bandicoot soulless piece of shit, even though Forces was also pretty soulless as well. So that's what they have in common. They're both soulless pieces of garbage. Ugh, sorry, it's just God. You have Sonic Colors DS on that exact same console, which is also a 2.5D platformer that does leagues better than you as well. Like, come on, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. It bothers me that I spent an hour talking about both these games, and they're not even good. Like, they're not even, I don't know, Crash Huge Adventures levels of fun, or 2 Entrance. I mean, literally, these games are literally, well, at least the second one is anyway, is on the same level as Crash Bandicoot Purple, and nobody likes Crash Bandicoot Purple. I mean, that game is just a minigame collection, like in a nutshell, like with bunches of minigames that you can play, like a Mario Party joint when it's not supposed to be. It should have been a platformer about taking on Spyro enemies or whatever the fuck. But yeah, next week I'm going to be talking about Crash Bandicoot The Huge Adventure, Crash Bandicoot 2 Entrance, and Crash Bandicoot Purple Ripto's Rampage, all 3 in one vid. And then week after that is Sonic Colors DS, and we'll move on from there, man. I know I didn't get that many viewers in this stream, / the stream was kind of fucking boring and kind of late to the party, if I say so myself. Just a weird little position I was kind of put in here. Just weird. I wasn't expecting to be kind of spent so long on this, but yeah. I'm gonna see you guys next time, man. Peace out. Thank you for watching. Come by next week, because it'll be an even better stream. And next time, I'll be sure to stream Friday, man. I just wanted to get this video out of the way so I can play, like, fucking Frontiers and, I don't know, something I'm looking forward to, like Super Paper Mario or something. I'm out of here. I'm out.